Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Akihabara. My name is Kodama. I will be your guide for today's bike taxi tour. I'd like to introduce the actions of Akihabara through fun food restaurants in this town, while you enjoy the real video around you. Images on the table screen in front of you and VR video. Before start the tour, let me share some rules of this tour. First, please stay at your seat for your safety. Second, you can take pictures during the tour. However, please don't take any pictures of partners and will and girls. Third, please refrain from posting pictures on SNS if you can see the faces of passengers and girls clearly on them. At one place during the tour, you will get off the taxi and wear VR headset to enjoy 360 degrees VR video. Now, let's start Akihabara Tower. What image do you have of Akihabara? This town is well known to be an electric town or a maker of subculture. However, Akihabara is also a government town where a lot of fine food restaurants of wide varieties gathers. In 2000s, Akihabara became a tourist site which gathers attention from all over the world and a maker of otaku culture or subculture. famous for the manga or comics, anime or animated films, and video games. At the same time, the town functioned as a center of IT industry, and many businesses came in, and a big office building were built. And the number of visitors and workers in Akihabara rapidly increased. The number of restaurants, and also increased in a short period. Actually, there was Kanda vegetable and fruit market, the biggest vegetable and fruits market in Japan. In front of present JR Akihabara Station from 1929 to 1989, fresh vegetables and fruits from throughout Japan were on the market for about 60 years. Some restaurants loved by the market workers from that time still keep their business going and make the variety of restaurants in this town richer and more interesting. This town recommends 10 restaurants in Akihabara and carefully selected by Akihabara assistants. First, the taxi heads for a side street lined with small shop pizza, JR Akihabara Station. Well, while running, let me tell you briefly how Akihabara has come to be called a mecca of the otaku or a mecca of a subculture. Until 40 years ago, Akihabara was a leading town of home electrical appliances in the world. Many electrical appliance stores gathered and sold the latest models of television, refrigerator, air conditioner, and audio products, and many people came to the town to buy some of those products. Also, foreign people who came to Japan for sightseeing or business visit Akihabara to buy made in Japan brand goods of high quality and inexpensive. Then many goods summers, thus Akihabara flourished more and more. Then stores dealt with personal computer and device because the mainstream of the town, and Akihabara became Pascom, or personal computer town that attract many PC lovers. Additionally, shops dealt with manga, anime, and video game related goods increased gradually. Finally, present Akihabara, well known as a mecca of otaku, was formed. By the way, those who love and know well manga, anime, video games, and PC are called otaku in Japan, and the phrase otaku culture often used for subculture. However, for children those days, manga, anime, video games do not mean subculture anymore but main culture. A part of their ordinary life. For them, Akihabara may be more special place beyond a mecca of otaku in the future. You will see the letters Atole 1 on the building just in front of you. It is a station building opened in 2012. This improved the image of Akihabara Station a lot so that the female visitors feel comfortable. Events collaborating with animation are often held here. Step on here and you will realize now you are in Akihabara. On the left hand side in the Akihabara radio icon, the most well-known landmark in Akihabara with big yellow sign. If you took a look at shops inside, you can tell what are in now in Akihabara. This is a very birthplace of PC in Japan, where NEC sold the first microcomputer kit named TK-80 in 1976. Present Radio Kaikan hosts many pop culture shops representing Akihabara. Look at your right side. Inside the building is the Parts Market, the organ of Akihabara Electric Town. There is no other place in the world where electrical parts and device shops concentrate like this. Everybody enjoys making things by hand. That contributes to the technological development of Japan. You'll see a lot of duty-free store buildings around the station. In front of you is Chuo or Center Street. This is the main street of Akihabara with the very image of Mecca of Otaku. Some visitors come to Akihabara to just take pictures of the street and get satisfied. Now coming into view in traveling direction is Mansebashi Bridge over Kanda River. Beyond the bridge, can you see red brick arched construction? This is the electric railway of GR Chuo Line. Once there was a Mansebashi station there, being a temporary station where passengers changed trains or trams. The site was always buzzed with many people. Now, Mansebashi Station was renovated and a shopping factory named MAHH or opened in 2013. The old red brick arch and stairs are the attraction to the facility where shops and cafes of the certain taste arouse your intellectual crazy. Look at in front of you. You can see Onori, viaduct of the soap line. The electric railway of the soap line was extended from Ryogoku to Ochanomiri in 1932. Its height is the same level with the three-storied building, far higher than the Yamanote line, another electric railway. People came all the way to have a look over them. There is a beautiful arched shaft at Hatagocho viaduct nearby. You can see that later. Now, Onone is on your left side. This is a duty-free store. Later, you will enjoy Victoria experiences at this store. The taxi is going toward the back street. In a short time, the first shop will be coming into view on your left side. Now, let me introduce the first restaurant of Akihabara food lovers' recommendation. This is Torio Keisuke, a ramen noodle shop. Do you like ramen? Japanese ramen, first introduced from China, evolved in a unique ways in Japan. Now, ramen is loved and well known and one of a repeated cuisines in Japan by many people in the world. There are so many different tastes of ramen with different soup, such as salt, soy sauce, and miso paste base, and well as different thickness of noodles. Different ramen shop offers different ramen and you will be attracted by diversity and deep world of ramen. Among many ramen shops in Akihabara, this Torio Keisuke in very exclusive ways and offers the one and only ramen. The menu to boast about of this shop is a bowl of ramen topped with roasted chicken leg. The appearance of the menu is full impact and so spectacular, so you especially should be excited. The creamy soup with rich chicken balls is so tasty. Other menus are also popular. For example, ramen with simple soy sauce-based soup made of fish and chicken broth, and skemen Ramen noodle service spirited with very rich sauce. Try mini menu of this shop, and you can never forget the unique ramen shop. Now, on your right side is the elevated railway of the Soap Line. The reason why so many railways were elevated was because Meiji government ordered and such, in order to avoid obstructing traffic by laying railroad on viaduct. Please look up your right upper side when the taxi turns to the left. Its bright green color is beautiful, isn't it? And the red brick arch viaduct is in front of you. Those arch structure was built in more than 100 years ago when the first Mansebashi station was built in 1912 or the Chuo line was extended to Tokyo Station in 1919. Next, let me introduce so-called idol culture in Akihabara. On the seventh floor of the Pasila building with a red sign brought up ahead of your right on the other side of the street, PARMS Center is located. There you can see the performance of popular idol groups such as Ramen, Joshi, and Bus or Mask Girls. Speaking of an idol group, the most famous one in Akihabara is AKB48. For the past dozen years or so, Akihabara is the town where not only items, but also idols are produced. The way such fans cheer up their idols with shows and performances became well known and popular and otage. Soon you will enjoy VR experience and Onoden, where are passerby and Chuo Street. Onoden is a duty-free store and attracts railway store. Onoden deals not only in products aimed and visitors from foreign countries. Not other shops collect nor display many Japanese traditional craft of high quality as well as wide range variation and one selection like Onoden. The second and third floor are home appliance selection. The fourth floor is pop culture section, where all shops deal in pop culture related goods that represent today's Akihabara. I suppose now you feel hungry. Here, please enjoy VR video of 3 restaurants you will pass by later. With the VR headset, you can enjoy 360 degrees image, and you move your head and eyes in different directions. Please enjoy expressing the waiter visit the restaurants. It will be spectacular. How was your VR experience? And how did you like the three restaurants operate in the VR video? I will give you more detailed explanation of each restaurant when you pass by them later. The taxi is going toward the back street. Girls in costume often hand out flowers on the street. Please refrain from taking direct photos of them and avoid posting any photos on SNS if you can see faces of passengers or those girls clearly. The next Akihabara food lovers recommendation is Akazuka. What is your impression of the operations? It looks as if time stopped here for decades, doesn't it? There is such a restaurant with a long history in Akihabara town. Akazuka opened in 1954 when Japanese people worked hard to rebuild the country after the Second World War. More than 60 years since then, Akazuka has been loved by local people and watched the change of time. The wooden table and the counter of the restaurant has a warm atmosphere and remind you of good old Japan. Popular menus include miso-tasty style of chicken skin and liver, seasons of fresh fish in season from Toyosu Fish Market. Don't you think it's the best joy to enjoy beautiful and sophisticated Japanese sensei representing Japanese changing seasons with shake? Nowadays, the restaurant has more young ladies and foreign guests in addition to long-time regular guests and office workers of the high level. Please feel the history of Akihabara and Japanese culture and Akazuka. There is Kitobi-kiya, one of the top finger and plastic model makers in Japan, and Super Tomato, a well-known retro video game shop in and out of Japan. There are many interesting shops. The street in front of you is Kanda Myojin Street. Can you see a building across the road with cute pink ribbon and head-shaped object? That is the market of at-home coffee, a well-known and popular made coffee in Akihabara. Welcomed by Min-san, you enjoy the extraordinary world forgetting your ordinary life, quite similar to Japanese tradition Oshiki Asobi culture in which you are entertained by Maigo-san. The taxi takes to street, the main street in Akihabara to get to the next restaurant. Soft Map Akihabara personal computer and the digital store on the left side and eSports Studio Akihabara in 7th floor. Do you know eSports? Esports is an abbreviation of electric sports and a form of competition with using computer games or video games. Esports is not so much familiar in Japan yet. However, its play population is more than 100 billion in the world, and in some countries like USA, professional gamers are recognized to be professional sports players. On your left side is the G-Twin store. G-Twin is a gaming machine brand Japanese PC maker mouse computer. PC market was lackluster a few years ago, but recently it is getting successful again. One factor is heavy demand for PC with necessary spec for virtual meeting, telework, or remote work under the coronavirus pandemic. The other is demand of gaming PC with even higher spec for its specs. If you have no idea about present video gaming suggestions, please make a visit to G-Tune and your impression of a video game will today change. This Jewel Street turns into a pedestrian projection on every Sunday. Many people enjoy walking on the car-free street. In autumn, the leaves of roadside ginkgo street turn bright yellow and look very beautiful. By the way, one of the reasons why ginkgo is often chosen as the roadside street is because it is strong against fire, and its trunk and leaves keep a lot of water. Those roadside ginkgo trees block strong sun of summer season and absorb carbon dioxide and improve the environment and moreover protect us from heat. Now, let me introduce another Akihabara food lover's recommendation. The third one is Akihabara Nagomito, a coffee located on the basement floor of the building on the opposite corner. It appeared in the VR video. Are you on Instagram? Instagram is a free online photo sharing application and social network platform used by 1 billion people over the world. Instagram is also popular in Japan with more than 33 million users at once on Japan World. Insta-by means interactive or perfect photos for Instagram was in fashion. This Akihabara Nagomito is intriguing coffee and being talked about a lot. The concept of the coffee is chest of Tashio area. From 1912 to 1926, when European culture was introduced into Japanese lifestyle, old books and architecture create a nice space with nostalgic touch, and anyone cannot help taking pictures. This coffee is also unique and it offers about 10,000 comic books that guests can read as they like. There are protected rooms beside the coffee area, and you can enjoy relaxing time reading manga. Not only that, shower rooms, retail nose pieces, as well as battery chargers are available. Because of this good service, quite a few people work from Nagomito. By the way, a Japanese word Nagomi, used in the name of the coffee, means feeling of calmness and relaxing. If you visit Akihabara Nagomito, the coffee should relax your heart. Gyusha. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The fourth restaurant is Gyusha. It is on your right-hand side, the opposite side of road. If you ask the Japanese people which food do you like the most, assistant always among the top is hamburger. Hamburger originally came from our side and evolved in unique ways in Japan. Just like ramen noodle today, hamburger is popular food and loved by people of a wide age group. Hamburger in Japan is so soft that many foreign guests and I just after have a bite. Popular Popular goods hamburger restaurant in Akihabara is Dance's Gyusha. Hamburger made of 100% beef, including famous Wagyu, is very juicy and has a delicious and soft feel in the mouth. Take one bite and the meal flavor spreads throughout your mouth. Please make a choice among 5 different sauces such as pepper or garlic. Another popular menu here is curry and rice topped with the popular hamburger. Curry is so savory and has plenty of beef meat and sinew sweet in red wine and is talked about a lot. Believe or not, the restaurant offers a big-sized hamburger as heavy as 1 kilo. Why don't you try the heavy hamburger to make an unforgettable memory in Akihabara? Bengal. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The 5th restaurant is Bengal. The previous restaurant, Gyusha, had a curry menu, and Bengal is a curry specialty restaurant. Curry always came from overseas and evolved in unique ways in Japan, just like ramen noodle and hamburger. It is common in Japan to have curry with rice, and curry and rice is a regular menu of school. Lunch is elementary and junior high school, and many Japanese people loved it since their childhood. Among many curry specialized restaurants in Akihabara, Bengal boasts the longest history. It opened in 1973. Since then, it has been loved by people in Akihabara for almost 50 years. The owner said that most guests who used to come to Bengal when they were young often visited the restaurant again with their family. The restaurant you feel at home, and your lady often visit here to enjoy nice curry in a relaxing space. All curry menus are cooked here with special curry powder made by mixing various spices and herbs. Representative menu is filling beef curry with a chunk of beef meat. It is fragrant, savory, and has more rich substance and bitterness. You will never get tired of eating this curry. Besides that, popular menus include the beef curry topped with cheese and bacon in an oven, vegetable curry with plenty of vegetables in season, which is more than 50 kinds, and rice, sweet girl lassi with cinnamon aroma with height the sport. Please try those special curry and rice with long history that you can enjoy only in Akihabara. Let's move on to the next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The 6th shop I feel to introduce is Maid Cafe named Honey, a breakfast in VR video. Maid Cafe presents the culture in Akihabara, a mecca of otaku. It is one of so-called custom play cafes, where waitresses in mind custom welcome guests and their master of plans and give them a hospital. Maid Cafe has enjoyed high popularity among not only Japanese but also foreign people since its birth in 2001 and the representative tourist customer in Akihabara. Honey is a very popular maid cafe with men or women. Even beginners who never been to any maid cafe would enter easily. Actually, there are various kinds of maid cafe of different concepts and service. Honey's good point is friendly maids who welcome guests with hospitality and delicious handmade food. You can enjoy the omelette rice on which maid son drew cute pictures using CapCut, or homemade cake baked and coffee every day for an inexpensive price, almost the same of common coffees. The coffee offers such wide variety of actual drinks, and a group of people choose honey instead of traveling to enjoy drinking party. And a business person after work often stopped by alone. Izakaya, located on the fourth floor of the building on the left-hand side of you. The train will also operate in VR video. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The S restaurant is Pizza and Bar Noga. With its being towards the site this year, hotels, and chargers have been built one after another. Noga Hotel on the left-hand side is also a new hotel, built in 2020. A restaurant on the ground floor of the hotel is Pizza and Bar Noga. This spacious restaurant consists of a calm restaurant area and course bar area, and its high-class atmosphere makes this place to be a chic spot for social interaction. If you sit on the chairs on the upper floor, you would be able to enjoy a refreshing time full of extraordinary feeling away from the hustle and bustle of urban life. Pizza and Bar Noga proudly offers a spin Italian of fine tasty cooked with carefully selected ingredients. Here I give you a quiz. It is very popular in Akihabara and you see it very rare. What it is? The answer is the gachapon, or the machine that you ingest corn into a slate and turn the lever and pop out a ball-shaped castle with a tony inside. Have you ever tried one? Gachapon is very popular among foreign visitors too. What attracts people? First, it is expensive. Second, there are a lot of unique products with good humor, such as riding in stretch, fruits or zombie. On the top of that, items are very high quality. Somehow Japanese people are fascinated by elaborately made small things or miniatures. Whatever you get, you will be surprised at their high quality. It's always a trend to turn a level wishing you can get the one you like. Be careful. You may spend too much money. The back street is always busy with deep otaku and engineers coming and going, and lined with professional specialist shops which can meet their demands. On the weekend, books and parts and devices are placed in front of each shop, and the streets are crowded by people finding bargains. It introduces characters of Akihabara and a ton of hobby, interest, and technology. Next, I introduce the nice shop of Akihabara food lovers recommendation. Tamago-ken, a shop with yellow sign located in the depths of a narrow alley on your right side. Representative menu is many restaurants in Japan is omelette rice. Ketchup-filled chicken fried rice is rough with steamed omelette or topped with omelette, deliciously cooked and cut open on the rice. It's very popular from all of children. The unique one with half-cooked omelets is common in Japan, maybe because fresh eggs are always available. Tamago Ken is a shop specialized in such unique omelette rice. Its ground floor is open chicken, and you can see chefs are cooking while enjoy piping hot made omelette fried. After coming back to Chuo Street, the taxi passed by Don Quixote, a large discount chain store. On the 8th floor of this Don Quixote building is AKB48 Theaters. AKB48, a female brand and nationally in Queens and born in Akihabara, and owns the Center to Perform. AKB stands for Akihabara. AKB48 changed the previous image of idol with its slogan, "Idol whom you can actually meet." AKB48 worked hard to interact with fans by performing almost every day on the stage and held handshake event where you can actually shake hands with your favorite member. Thus, AKB48 gained popularity little by little. Now, AKB48 has become a big name and everyone knows it. However, its members actually started from the small stage in Don Quixote building in Akihabara. Reperformances are still often held on the stage and keep attracting many fans from throughout Japan and the symbiotic side of idol culture in Akihabara. Why don't you visit the stage to enjoy the member stage and actually meet idols? Now I remember another event that I recommend you to actually see. It is Kandashan Festival. Have you ever visited Kandashan before? Kandashan is a Shindoshan with long history and long as 1,300 years, and representative Shindoshan in Tokyo. Located just 10 minutes walking distance from JR Akihabara Station. The Shan holds Kanda Festival once every 2 years. Kanda Festival is a very famous festival that has been held since the 19th century yearly Edo period. It's one of the 3 major festivals in Japan, along with the Ginko Festival in Kyoto and the Tenjin Festival in Osaka. During the festival, all roads in Akihabara become car-free and people in traditional costume paraded throughout the mikoshi or portable shans, special vehicles for Shindo descents. It is worth watching a lot of carriers of mikoshi machines through the street shouting, "Seiya, Soya." The Shan introduced activities that suit the carrier's time, announcing the festival in collaboration with anime, which is popular among young people, broadcasting the festival through the interest. Akihabara is such a globally unique and diverse town, with the latest technology gathers, as well as the traditional event which lasts for hundreds of years. The more you visit and get to know Akihabara, the more you will find the charm so interesting. There is a Gundam cafe in the area called Corsfold located in the traveling direction. Do you know the animation Most Mobile Suit Gundam? The first service was held in 1979. Coincidentally, the same year when Sony Walkman was released. Since then, new series were made one after another to be aired on TV or screened, railway long-running anime works. From 1928 to 1989, canned vegetables and fruit market. The biggest one in Japan was located around here. After the market moved, the area was rebuilt and an IT hub named Crossfield and opened in 2006. On the right side, under the elevated railway, can you find Gundam Cafe? The railway company, JR East, has been promoting to make a food use of under the elevated railway, establishing attractive shop and facility. At the corner, there is Akihabara, where carefully select food products from all over Japan and sold. Next factory of Akihabara is chic-based Akioka. This is a comical factory opened in 2019, which always treats you with new discoveries and great buys. And the base where you can see through, it offers various kinds of shops specializing in your hobby, a cafe and hotel. Right side is the Hadagocho Bridge in Tokyo Distillery and Dairy Bar. You can enjoy whiskey and exclusive craft beef made of their own wood. The factory also includes the second base, a camera shop sells many pre-owned cameras and interchangeable lens. Recofan Akihabara Shop, a shop specialized in pre-owned CDs and records. Final store directly made by Fine, a Japanese earphone and headphone company. Tokyo Video Games, a cafe and bar look like a retail game at arcade, where you can enjoy playing games and chocos. Then, please look at the right-hand side. There are Akihabara branch of Taiko Labo, a Taiko or Japanese dual school of the largest thing in the world. By the way, Akihabara also has a Art Center. 3331 Atsuchiyoda. From here, it is located in front right yard. 331 Atsuchiyoda was opened in 2010, based in the revitalized Ryosei Junior High School, public junior high school hub for anyone want to create and express as well as a relaxing space for the community. Its programs various not only exhibition of contemporary art, architecture, design, physical expression, and local history and culture, but also events and workshops. Finally, I will introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation, the Chan's shop. It is fruit stew season. Do you remember that I told you at the beginning of the tour that there was the largest vegetable and fruit market, Kanda vegetable and fruit market from 1928 to 1989 in Akihabara. At that time, fresh vegetables and fruits gathered to Akihabara from throughout Japan. The shop where at the atmosphere of the Bilstra market still remains its fruits is the season. when the market was to move, where people cannot eat a lot of tasty fruit. Now I will finish to introduce 10 nice restaurants of Akihabara food lovers recommendation. Are there any shops you are interested in or you like to try? Then I will tell you the origin of the name of Akihabara. Tokyo frequently had fires was a terrible fun in 1969. After the fire, the place around here was arranged to be a fabric. In the space, a shinto shan was built and 3 detectives who prevent fires were invited from the Emperor Place and Ishan. However, people misunderstood that Akihabara Daigogen, a famous detective who prevents fire, was Ishan. So people called the shan Akiba-sama. And this area, Akiba-gogen, now means field or open space. This is the gogen of the name Akihabara. The front of left side U is Yodobashi Camera, Multimedia, Akiha. Yodobashi Camera is a major Japanese retail chain specializing in electric pieces, cameras, and photographic equipment, and this is the second largest store in Japan after Umeda store in Osaka. My tower guide friends often say this building had a black hole because some of their guests have displayed to understand why they were late for the meeting time. Now, there is an entrance of the Tsukuba Express Akihabara Station and Tsukuba. There are so many good restaurants I'd like to introduce to you, and good foods in Akihabara are very rich. I shall when you visit Akihabara for sightseeing, please enjoy its unique food and restaurants after the tour. We would appreciate if you take a few minutes to fill out your questionnaires before leaving. Thank you very much for joining Akihabara Hybrid Experience Tour.